Hey, what's up everybody? In this video, I'm going to review Vil Schoenheit from the Twisted Wonderland series. This game demonstration that you're currently watching right now is a skill level 1 game demonstration played with the 5-4 on. So let's get into it and take a look at his stats. To activate his ability, you will need to clear a total of 15 copies of him off the screen. And this number is considered on the lower end, which means that you'll be able to activate more abilities per game compared to other Tsums. His minimum score is 160 with a maximum score of 944. So the minimum score is pretty high, but maximum score is not that great. But combining how easy it is to activate his ability with the maximum score, it might not be too bad to use him to get a high score. The ability description for Vil Schoenheit is clear Tsums randomly. And really, it's that simple. As skill level 1, it's always going to clear 18 Tsums, skill level 2 will clear 21, skill level 3 will clear 25, skill level 4 will clear 29, skill level 5 will clear 33, and if you get him to skill level 6, he's going to clear a total of 37 Tsums off the screen. Now there is an exception to this, is if you have a big Tsum on the screen and the ability clears that big Tsum, it's automatically going to be +4 to that number of that skill level. So for example, let's say you have him at skill level 1 and the ability clears a big Tsum off the screen, then instead of 18, it's going to clear 22. And this also applies to any other skill level, and if you have 2 big Tsums off the screen and it clears both of them, then just +8 instead of +4. So the number will vary depending if you have a big Tsum or not, but generally speaking, it's going to be a very consistent Tsum to use. Now another variable would be if you don't have enough Tsums on the screen, then you're not going to get this number. So for example, at skill level 6, if you don't have at least 37 Tsums on the screen, then it's not going to get 37. It's going to clear whatever is on the screen. So you might want to make sure that there's at least sufficient amount of Tsums on the screen before activating the ability. Now if you guys are enjoying this type of content where I review Tsums, do monthly leaks, go over the selection box and pickup capsules, please consider subscribing to this channel. Your subscription really helps me out a lot and keeps this channel going. And also, I have a Discord server as well, so if you want to chat with other players who play this game, or if you need help with this game, consider scanning this QR code on the screen or using the link in the description below, and you could join the Discord server. On the Discord server, we could also help you out with certain missions that you need help with, or if you need additional friends on your friends list, let us know and we'll add you as a friend. Alright, so let's take a look at Vil Schoenheit at skill level 1, 2, and 3. I had a little recording error at skill level 1. The game bugged out and it really didn't just show me the animation for the opening of the box. But anyways, for skill level 1, it's going to clear 18 Tsums. Skill level 2 will clear a total of 21, and 25 for skill level 3. One thing I like about Vil Schoenheit, or just these type of Tsums where it clears random Tsums for a specific number, is that it's very consistent and it's very beginner friendly. There's not a lot of skill to it and it's very easy to use. There's only really 2 things that you really need to do, and as a beginner, all you really need to do is just make sure that the screen has enough Tsums for your clears. But if you want to take it one step further, is you want to be able to use the overcharge effect, and this is a little bit more advanced. So to use the overcharge effect is essentially what you want to do is you want to start pressing the ability button or the skill button before it's fully charged. So if you look at skill level 2 there, before the animation playthrough, I already have 25% of my bar charged up. So again, what you want to do is that before you activate the ability, you want to start pressing the ability button. Any additional charge will go into the next ability. And the way this works is just to remind you, in order to activate his ability, you're going to need to clear a total of 15 copies of him off their screen. So you might wonder what happens if you clear 20. So if you do clear 20, those extra 5 will go into the next charge up as long as you use the overcharge effect, which is essentially spamming the ability button or pressing that skill button. Anything that you clear over the 15 will go over to the next skill. So if you do clear 20 instead of 15, what ends up happening is on the next skill, you only need to clear 10 more copies of him before you can activate the ability. So by doing this, you're going to be able to activate more abilities per game, earning you a higher score as well as more coins. Now what I want to show you guys next is a side-by-side comparison of the abilities activated at the same time. So let's take a look at that. This is the animation in regular speed and it plays out pretty fast, so that's another thing I like about Vil Schoenheit, is that the animation doesn't take too long to play out completely. But essentially, it's Vil Schoenheit and his dorm mates taking some pictures and getting a bunch of stars, which I think represents likes. And again, the numbers here are very consistent. I had enough zooms on the screen, so I'm always going to get 18 for skill level 1, skill level 2 I'll get 21, and skill level 3 I'll get 25. And you'll notice there that the zooms that it clears, it's completely random. So it's not like it's going to clear one specific zoom. It's just going to randomly pick zooms on the screen. There's no particular pattern where it clears the exact same area. It's just going to pick random zooms and clears them a bunch of zooms. And also keep in mind that any Vil Schoenheit that gets cleared during the ability time or the animation, it will go into the charger bar as well. So if you have a lot of Vil Schoenheit on the screen and during the animation it clears a bunch of him as well, you might want to use the overcharge even after the ability. So essentially what you want to do is you want to spam the ability button before you activate the ability, and then as the animation plays through or almost complete, you also want to keep pressing the ability button just in case it fully charges the skill during the ability time. Moving on to skill level 4, 5, and 6. At skill level 4, Vil Schoenheit will clear a total of 29 copies. Skill level 5 will clear 33 zooms, and skill level 6 will clear 37. So as you can tell, at skill level 6, it's going to clear a lot more zoom compared to skill level 1. So at these higher skill level, you definitely want to use the overcharge effect. And the reason for that is that because it's going to clear a lot more zooms off their screen during the animation, you're likely going to be able to get back-to-back abilities. So what that means is you activate the ability and your bar is going to be completely charged again right away. So when that happens, you definitely want to keep pressing the ability button. And if you watch the skill level 6 game demonstration there, you'll notice that there's going to be a lot more abilities activated for skill level 6 compared to skill level 1, 2, and 3. And that's because during the animation, it's going to clear a lot more zooms off their screen. Alright, so let's take a look at the abilities activated at the same time as skill level 4, 5, and 6. So let me slow this down and we can really analyze what's actually happening. Very similar to skill level 1, 2, and 3, animation does not change here. The only thing that does change is that it's going to clear a lot more zooms at these higher skill level. So at skill level 4, it's going to clear 29, skill level 5, it's going to clear 33, and at skill level 6, it's going to clear 37. And keep in mind, there's typically 45 zooms on the screen at any given time. So at skill level 6, it's going to clear a majority of the zooms off their screen. So overall, I like Vil Schoenheit because of how easy he is to use. He essentially is just a really easy burst zoom to use and clears a lot of zooms off the screen. So if you're a beginner and don't really have a good coin earner at the moment, then Vil Schoenheit might not be a bad option. However, if you've been playing this game for a while and have a good collection of zooms, then you might not need Vil Schoenheit. However, in the comment section, a lot of people did express that they really enjoy the Twisted Wonderland series and will get them no matter what. So maybe because they are a Twisted Wonderland series zoom, that likely people are still going to collect them. But I myself am a collector, so I will collect any zoom regardless of how good they are or how poorly they perform. I will always get them. Oh, and by the way, if you guys want to see full gameplays where it's uninterrupted from beginning to end, I will have links to those videos in the description down below. So if you want to just watch the gameplays on its own without any interruptions, they'll be provided at the links down in the description section. So check those out if you are looking for uninterrupted gameplays. Alright, let's take a look at the results for all 6 of these game demonstrations that I just showed you guys today. So at skill level 1, like I mentioned, I had a bug there and for some reason my score was at 0. But as you could tell, I did not get a 0 score because I did get a lot of coins. Other people on my Discord server did tell me that they're experiencing some similar bugs, so let me know in the comments down below if you have experienced glitches within the game where it's made it very difficult for you to play, or just there's issues with the animation. I'm curious to know what other players are experiencing, and let me know what devices you're using because maybe that has something to do with it. But anyways, at skill level 1, I ended up with 1,111 coins, nothing too amazing. It's not until skill level 4 where it's worth it to use the 5-4 and the coin boost. So if you're a player who uses the 5-4 and the coin boost, you can start using the 5-4 and coin boost at skill level 4. And at skill level 4, there's going to be a decent amount of investment into this zoom. You would at least need 8 copies or so to get him to skill level 4. And that might be worth it if you don't have any other zoom that you could use to earn a lot of coins. In terms of score, it's pretty good. Look at skill level 6. I was able to get 15 million points. So if you need a good score earner, Vil Schoenheit could be a good option. And all of these gameplays were played with Vil Schoenheit at a relatively low level. I haven't gotten Vil Schoenheit to level 50 just yet. These were probably level 5 and under on average, so these were all of my first gameplays. So nothing too planned here, they were all just my first attempts, so you could definitely beat my score as well as my coin count here. So that's my review of Vil Schoenheit. I hope that you guys found this video helpful or at least entertaining. And if you would like to see more Tsum Tsum content just like this, don't forget to subscribe. And as always, thank you so much for watching.